Hi, and welcome to another Cooking Light Taste Test. I'm Chris.
And I'm Jamie.
Today we're trying plant-based milk.
We don't know what type of plant it is. We do know that some of them are flavored. Some of them may or may not be flavored.
And these are all from one type of plant. So we're gonna try and guess which plant this milk is based on.
Oh.
It's watery. And a little bitter.
I was gonna say there was a bitter finish. I was like gonna say, oh, almond, and then it switched on me.
It's bitter.
Hemp.
Oh.
Is it hemp milk?
I bet it's hemp milk. Well, whatever. This is definitely the unflavored version, I would say. This is definitely a little more watery than
cow's milk.
I'm leaning on oat or hemp.
Yeah, I would agree with you. What would you rate this, Chris?
You know what? I'm gonna give this a 1 star.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
I kind of am with you. I'll give it a 1.5 because it wasn't my least favorite thing I've ever tried, but it definitely wasn't my favorite.
Now that's creamier.
It's kind of chalky.
It's definitely the vanilla.
It leaves like a residue.
I'm gonna say this is the
Over my
vanilla version of the whatever this is. And the bitterness is gone, mostly.
It's not grainy, but it just like coats your mouth.
That tastes more like almond to me. I feel like that's closer to almond. Like it can't be almond because almond seems like too easy of a, it's like too obvious, right?
Yeah.
Almond. So I'm switching from hemp, possibly oat, to oat, possibly almond. I'll give this, I will say I'll give this like now probably closer to 2.5 stars. It still has a little bit of chalk, but it's a lot creamier.
Yeah, it's not overpowering. It's not like you would put it in your coffee and it would be as sweet as a coffee creamer, but it adds like a pleasant touch of vanilla and sweetness. But I really don't like the chalky taste, so I'm gonna give it a 1.5.
Cheers.
All right. Oh no, that's chocolate.
That's like just straight up chocolate milk. That's so chocolatey.
It's so good. This is my favorite.
Yeah, my favorite too. I'm gonna give this like 3.5. It's very sweet.
I will give it a 4 because I am loving sweet things right now.
I'm a little worried what we're gonna find out about the nutrition information because it's so sweet, it's so good.
It's so good though, it's so creamy. Honestly, I would not know this was a plant-based milk if you just kind of put it in front of me. It's got such rich mouthfeel and it's really creamy.
This is definitely the winner of the 3.
Oh, it's a clear winner.
I'm farther away from knowing what kind of plant this is.
Yeah.
We have to have a final guess before we get the big reveal.
I'm going with oat milk.
I'm going with almond.
Who?
I'm going for it. I'm just gonna say almond. Ripple.
Pea milk.
Pea milk.
That's one I hadn't even considered.
We were so far away.
So far.
It just says pea protein.
Pea protein.
That's less helpful.
That was my least favorite. So in my world, it goes worst to best.
So 4.5 grams of fat, a half gram of saturated fat, 130 milligrams of sodium. It's actually got quite a bit of potassium. It's got 450 milligrams. That's 13% of your DV. So if you're looking for potassium, this is a good thing to have.
No carbs.
And this has no added sugar, so that's good. But again, it didn't taste like it had any added sugar.
No, it did not. Well, this was unsweetened vanilla, but it has 80 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, half gram of sat fat, no cholesterol, a little bit of sodium. It's like 6% of your daily value. Again, 13% of your daily potassium, 2 carbs, and 8 grams of protein, no added sugar. So that's pretty cool. And
potassium is actually great for if you are trying to lower your blood pressure. Like having more potassium is a really good thing. So these would be a good drink for that. So here's the big one. It's got 17 grams of sugar.
Oh.
So that's quite a bit. Out of 19 grams of total carbohydrates, 17 are sugar. So that's kind of a lot, I would say. But the ingredients, water, pea protein, third ingredient is organic cane sugar. And that is why it tastes so good. And that is why I feel so bad that I love it so much.
Would you drink it?
I would drink it. I would probably, like with most alternative milks, I probably wouldn't have a giant cupful. and a serving size is actually 8 fluid ounces, so they're expecting you to have that.
Yeah.
But I would put a splash in my coffee and be pretty happy. That's it for another week of Cooking Light Taste Test.
Guys, if you're watching right now, why don't you comment below and tell us your favorite alternative milk, and we read all the comments.
And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to click subscribe and we'll send you a notification when we have a new episode out. Okay, bye.